Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Meyer, fourth grade teacher at the elementary school. It's one of those cold spring days out today, so I figured I'd start a fire and do a little reading by the fire before you go to bed. I am going to be reading today the story Goodnight, Madison. Goodnight, Madison is written by Angie and Ben Bulow, and it's illustrated by Lindsay Salzwedel. Now, some of you may know Lindsay Salzwedel. She was actually a student that went through the district of Deerfield and graduated from Deerfield High School. And then she eventually became an art teacher at the high school and now does illustrations for books and other things. So, Lindsay Salzwedel. I'd like to especially thank Orange Hat Publishing and Whisk Kids Books for allowing me to video this book and share it with you today. Thanks. And here we go. Good night, Madison. Good night, farmer's market and hot, cheesy bread. Good night, Overture Center, and songs in my head. Good night, State Street, all the stores and eats. Good night, ice cream shops, and all of its tasty treats. Good night to the terrace with your beautiful views. Good night to the chairs and music too. Good night, Camp Randall and the Badgers that play. Good night to the fans that jump around on game day. Good night, Children's Museum and the Henry Vilas Zoo. Good night to the penguins and polar bears too. Good night, bike path that loops around the lake. Good night, craft brewers and beers that they make. Good night, Warner Park. Where the mallards play until dark. Good night, Middleton, Fitchburg, and Verona. Good night, Waunakee, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Good night, pretty capital with your tall oak trees. Good night to the flags that blow in the breeze. Good night, university with your books and knowledge. I hope one day you're where I go to college. Good night, Madison. I love you the best. You're the most fun city in the entire Midwest. And then just some fun facts about Madison. Madison is nestled between the lakes of Monona and Mendota. Madison is one of only two major U.S. cities on an isthmus. The Dane County Farmers Market is the largest producer-only market in the U.S. Stella's Bakery sells over 64,000 loaves of hot cheese bread every year. The Overture Center was built with the funding of two local families, making it the largest private gift in Madison arts history. In 2001, Ian's Pizza created the mac and cheese pizza, a favorite of students, visitors, and locals, and me too. A city ordinance prevents any new building from being taller than the Capitol Dome, which makes our Capitol the tallest building in the city of Madison. The Henry Vilas Zoo is one of only 10 remaining free zoos in all of North America. Madison is one of only 5 platinum level bike cities in the US and has been named one of the best cities on earth for biking. Over 25 breweries call Madison home. That's for you, Mom and Dad. Madison has the most park playgrounds per 100,000 residents. And if you catch a foul ball at a Mallards game, you are awarded a free hot dog. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed Goodnight, Madison. Thanks and have a great evening.